excited for Manhunt. Excited to figure out why Tatsumi was freaking out. Having learned the location of Nejima's hideout from Michio, Tatsumi and Iro request backup from HQ for Nejima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. We did also, in this, see something about, like, the police cars going by, so big things happening. From HQ to all bureaus. Officers have discovered the residence of paroled offender Fumichika Nejima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to officers' arrival and is now at large in Sumida City. Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of surpassing Metal Gear. Sorry, I thought of the joke, but then like wasn't positive if I remembered the line. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. What is? I like how they have to be vague about it. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in their pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas. Oh, it's the garden! There's gonna be a sticker at the garden! It looks pretty at the daytime. Sorry, boss, I tracked down Nejima's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there. Not your fault. We should have known he'd be on the lookout for us. We've got officers all over town. It's only a matter of time before we bag him. Okay, but before that... Why are we here, though? Be in a tree. It might just be surroundings. Listen, I know, like, you know, time is of the essence. He's escaping, but... The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. Now's not the time. The rest of the town's crawling with the police, but there's practically no one here. Yeah, it's all the same surroundings. I didn't like see it on the floor. I like how like some parts aren't surrounding. Like right here, that ain't a surrounding. I'm not crazy, right? There was one that was like for the garden. Gotta look at my handy dandy files. Nah. Morning green in the bright garden. This is a bright garden. Intersection. Revisit the park at night. Damn you, Nejima. Where the hell did you go? What was the, why was I freaking out about... I wish I could look at the story chart. IO before. Oh, I changed my shirt, boss. No need for a BO check. The hell? Why would I be trying to sniff your pit stink? Wait, is that not what you were doing? Dunno where you got that idea, but you can put it right back where it came from. I'll get you in the mood for a good whiff someday, boss. I'll stake my career on it. Hell no, not even for your career. I like that the image for this chapter is Iro pulling his gun out. So it's like, you know, this fun little conversation seems a little silly. I don't know, maybe there's a different part of the garden that we'll go to. That it? That looked weird down there. Maybe I'm blind. to be in, like, trees, and I just can't tell it's in trees. I would assume if I would assume it would still be on something that, like, a sticker could be on. We're moving on. I'm wasting too much time. So, boss, what were you doing here anyway? What are we doing here anyway? I figured Nejima might show up. Call it a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Will he remember that he used it as a hideout? Probably. Can't imagine why. Wait, we could keep looking at him, huh? You sure are eyeing me up, boss. Don't tell me you've got a thing for me. No, nothing like that. Sorry, I shouldn't stare. Damn it, I thought that would lead to a sticker. I do have a thing for you, Hiro. You're beautiful. All over the place, I guess keep talking. Remember that mugshot of Nejima we circulated? I think it was from when he got out on parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago. Really? Okay. Yeah, no idea how he kept up that weight on a prison diet. That's a stroke of luck though, isn't it? It means he'll be easy to spot. See, there's something bothering me about that. We've got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder, what if we're looking for the wrong face? You mean he slimmed down? But it's only been half a year since he made parole. Could he really have lost that much weight in just 6 months? He must have used a magic spell. That's the youth spells. Well, he must look different enough that no one recognized him when he started working at Kamagata High. So, are we confirming that he worked at Kamagata High? Because he was still there if he was the janitor. Good point, but that means the photo we've got is useless. I desperately want a sticker, goddammit. I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again? Don't bother, it's only been a few minutes. Let's take a second to sit and think. Aye, boss, break time it is. Oh, now I can look around for something? Or maybe think? I guess it's a think situation. Or surroundings. Huh? Hey, boss! I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there. It's a sticker? You sure it ain't the wind? Hello, is anyone there? Well, I'll be damned. Hey you, let me ask you something. And how can I help you two fine gents? Huh? Do I know you? I could swear I've seen you somewhere before. Afraid you ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old-timer. Playing hard to get, eh? My mistake. Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment to myself since I've got the day off. I like it here. It's peaceful. We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after him. This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars. You can say that again. Boss put in so many hours, even his wife and kid left him. Hiro, please. Enough, Hiro. You'll set him off. Sorry to hear that, sir, but if you glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame him. Mwahaha! Oh, that's it. This guy I'm after used to laugh just like that. You sure you haven't seen him? Look at that face. Oh, no, sir. Don't know anyone like that, sir. But with a laugh like that, he must be bad to the bone. He's a nasty piece of work, all right, but maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, eh? Hiro, call for backup. Huh? You mean that's him? He's off! Crap, he's running away. Wait! I'll go after him. You get backup. Okay, I'm on it. I mean, so this is the thing. I've been constantly saying that things are red herrings. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted in the former Yasuda Gardens and is fleeing towards Kamagata Bridge. Excuse me. Hiro, go the long way around. We'll trap him on the bridge. Got it. I'll pause it here to say what I have to say. I've constantly been saying I think things are red herrings, and then it turns out they're really just as straightforward as they appear in the story. Like the teacher just being a fucked up guy who blackmailed Michio. I thought there was going to be more to that, but it was just as straightforward as it was. If we're going to believe the laugh and the fact that he ran away, like really this janitor was Nejima the whole time? That just seems a little too convenient, but whatever. Give it up, Nejima. I've got a gun! You're surrounded. There's no way out. And they just said that's his name too, so that is just him. Hey now, you're really gonna pull that thing on poor old me? When did the boys in blue get so trigger happy around unarmed civilians? And again, I would say I don't think that they would make someone out on parole being rehabilitated, school janitor, like being that close to kids seems wrong. But whatever. Unarmed my ass. We know what the curse you're packing is capable of. We don't, actually. He could be bluffing. He's not, because we got a bad end that said he wasn't. But we also know it can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly. Can't do shit in daylight, eh? What do you think I am, some third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way, can black magic really do that? Like hell it can. He's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the West. No one from the East can possibly do black magic. And these curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he wouldn't have given up us till dusk. Ooh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that Aiwei is out of the picture, I'm shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like it won't take much to get you to give up. Careful. Now, I might just be desperate enough to try something. And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. Bit of a wild card, huh? The sticker's still up here? I do like that there's a policeman. Look at the surroundings. Folks are starting to gather. That's no surprise given the scene we're causing. But if Nejima's packing explosives, he won't need a curse to cause a bloodbath. These idiots need to get out of here, but they won't listen. Why do rubberneckers always have balls of steel? I don't think anything really was like a sticker on a bridge anyways. I'm gonna think about this. I doubt he can pull off what he's threatening, but we can't be too cautious here. And if we try to take him down by force, things could get sticky. I imagine we could get into a bad end with this. If I keep him talking, maybe I can get him to drop his guard, or even talk him down. I just have to be careful not to provoke him. Best case scenario is we get him in cuffs. Next best is we steal his curse stone. Either way, I need to get some idea of how his curse works, or I'll be flying blind. Maybe well, it wouldn't have worked though. I was gonna say maybe he gave his curse stone to Io, but if she was normal, she wouldn't have one. And talk to him. He's got an itchy trigger finger. Damn, his hands are starting to shake. Oh, I was right. Being face to face with Nejima must be getting to him. I have every confidence he won't, but God, I hope he doesn't crack under pressure and fire. Damn, his hands are starting to shake, right? Calm down. Iro, if he makes any funny moves, shoot him. Leave it to me, boss. Look at how his face changed. I'll get him right between the eyes. Whoa, whoa, easy there, hotshot. I don't know if you're serious, but think about what you're saying here. If I really am unarmed, It'll be all over the news faster than you can say excessive force. My boss will take the fall, so that's fine by me. Hell yeah. You're shitting me. This guy's a basket case. And a damn good officer. Fuck me. You've got spirit, kid. I'll give you that. Just give yourself up and this'll all be over. I want to still talk to my boy. Hey boss, can I shoot already? My arms are getting tired over here. What? Knock yourself out. Whoa, hold it. The hell is wrong with you? You really gonna shoot a guy just because your arms are tired? Fuck, you look like you're really gonna do it. You're out of your goddamn minds, both of you. Was this the better option than trying to talk to him? Hear that, hero? Let's hold off a little longer. Aye, aye, boss. Fuck me, the hell are you teaching that kid? He's a natural. Birds of a feather. Can't believe he freaked out like that. Don't take your eyes off this guy for a second, hero. Got it. Just keep talking to my boy. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, maybe we should really talk. I mean, the fact that he's stressed, maybe he was just joking. Nejima looks nothing at all like I remember him. What was it, 6 months? It had to have been black magic. Did he really starve himself skinny just for this? Is he that hell-bent on revenge? If you want to talk, I'll talk, but first you gotta put that thing away. I can't think straight with a gun in my face. Not a chance. I feel like we'd probably have to say fine. Not a chance. If you've got something to say, then say it. Your buddy's hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger a bit too hard, I'm done for. Make things more exciting, don't you think? What the fuck does that face even mean? You two have lost your fucking minds. I guess we have no choice. Think about it, though. But keep him talking. Okay, same thing. We have no choice then. Oh, no, we can. About his threat. That massacre you told me about on the phone, did you mean it? Every word, don't you worry. Soon you'll have the case of a lifetime. Oh, yeah? And how are you gonna pull it off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. But I'll give you one thing for free. I never had to wait till sundown. I just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More. Needy son of a bitch, ain't ya? About his curse. You have the curse stone for the one side it reads? Of course I do. Take a look. That's it, alright. Oops, better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. How did you find out about the curse stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? That puffed up teacher Arashi couldn't shut up about him. He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. That still doesn't explain how you learned so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't so different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers. You're sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether that power is the real deal. And this curse is very real, as you well know. What's with the finger up? Actually, I don't think it's that real to begin with. Joke's on you, Nejima. Don't you know the one-sided read is a fake dropped in with the rest? Oh, give it a rest. I've tested it myself. You use that thing on people? Son of a bitch. My bluff didn't work. When something this special falls into your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. I'm just good at covering my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. Let me guess. You're back to your old tricks? Attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night? Ah, so you know about that, huh? One of the brats put up a fight. Bought enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits. But then, like, if we mentioned something, you went back in and did it again? So that was you then. But why does you going back cause the bad end? Sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off. What would it have been in that case then? It was behind us. No, I had that sort of way beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. I would have gotten the little bitch eventually, I just didn't have the time. Way beforehand, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I guess that would be like, he could have set up something. If you think puzzling out my curse is gonna help, don't bother. Why not? Because you won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. A few hundred? Yeah, now you're getting it. I could kill any one of them at any time. Then I guess we've got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse can kill people you can't even see? Seems a bit unfair. If you really can do that, why'd you even bother showing up in person last night? I guess last night at the school. I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I'd need to clean up after. I was trying to think of like what he meant by show up last night. When he show up? About black magic. What's it been, Nejima? 20 years you've been studying black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey now, black magic screwed me over first. Can't blame a man for going with the girl who can meet his needs. Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was the real point of the murders, wasn't it? Ugh! Must have been rough putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after. So now you're trying again with the Rite of Resurrection, taking the chance to spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Nejima. Who is it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you've spent 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, ain't it? Gah! You had a partner. And though you never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. But then she died. Maybe she got sick, maybe she got into an accident, but either way, she left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Nejima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself just how many folks are pinning their hopes on the Rite of Resurrection. And I can tell you this, it ain't natural, and it ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... The fuck is this? I want Nejima to say, that was completely wrong, you're stupid. Wahahaha! God, you're so fucking stupid. Maybe I'm right. Huh? Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. What? Damn it, for a second there I really thought you were gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened that night, 20 years ago. I'll tell you who really died. What really happened. You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as could be. She knows what she went by, though I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. Don't know where she came from either. She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sells. I can't even do that right. She sure seemed like one to me. But then she got sick, and just like that, she was gone. My guess is that it was the pollution, but I never knew for sure. I couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Until I found this grimoire in an old bookstore. A grimoire, huh? It told me of a resurrection ritual, black magic that could bring Shino back. So I was right. Not exactly, see? Who said the ritual didn't work? You said it yourself, black magic screwed you over. Oh, it screwed me alright. Is the baby Shiro? Like it resurrected her, but as a child, like youth thing. But it worked just fine. What's that supposed to mean? See, the ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they died. It's more like reincarnation, rebirth, exactly that. Okay. Rebirth. Wait, but what exactly does that mean? Oh no! Oh hell no! You mean that baby? Damn right, the resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me as a fucking baby. Record scratch? You've gotta be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her in the flesh? The hell I am! That little brat was not my Shino! Her mind was gone. She was totally helpless. She didn't even know who I was. Dude, she was a baby. Her warm arms, her... Like, I don't think her brain would be capable of speech. Her warm arms, her gentle voice, gone, gone, gone. There wasn't a damn thing left of her. What the hell did you expect? She was a baby. What is this conversation? If you really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. I thought for a minute Tsutsumi was gonna say if you cared about her, you would have waited, which would have been fucked up. Fuck that! I snatched sacrifices off the streets for her, chopped them to pieces for her, and that's what I get? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss? That wasn't my Shino. Give me back her softness, give me back her warmth, give her back to me! So you just left the baby to die? I knew you were scum, but... you really are the lowest of the low. Look me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. If your wife was turned into a worm, would you still love her? How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure it was really her? Yeah, I get it. I get that you're human garbage who doesn't care about anyone but himself. So now you're going after the Rite of Resurrection in the hopes you'll get luckier this time? Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works, there's proof. And what happens if you get the same results? If your Shino comes back as a baby again, an even smaller baby. Yeah, he's crying about it. What a fucking bitch. Shut up, don't put that lie in my head. It'll work this time, it has to. Person of interest has been updated. Okay. Fumichika, I think this all is new. First began believing in miracles when he voluntarily enlisted in World War II as a teenager and was the only POW in his unit to survive. By the time the war ended... What is POW again? I know... I don't remember what that, like, acronym means. By the time the war ended and he was freed, he had learned some English and gained considerable weight from the food he was given in captivity. Upon returning to Japan, Fumichika found that the area in which his parents' house was located in Tokyo had been burned to the ground, and his entire family wiped out in the disaster. Starting over from nothing, he worked hard and eventually opened a small general store near the Sumida River. Though it was not a thriving business, it was enough to put food on the table. Fumichika was inspired by the new cultural trends flooded into the city of Tokyo. Was inspired by the new cultural trends flooding into the city as Tokyo was rebuilt from the ashes. He was especially fond of books and enjoyed visiting antique bookstores in Kanda to search for rare foreign books in his free time. Of all books, however, it was those on the paranormal and the occult that caught his eye. As he was already open to the existence of such things due to his miraculous return from the war, what was initially a passing interest gradually became a deep fascination with Western black magic as he gathered more information on the subject. Still single after 30, Fumichika tried performing black magic ritual to summon a partner. Soon after, he met a woman who called herself Shino. So she might not even be real? Or not real, but she might also be some kind of, like, ghoul creature. Though her real name remains unknown. Shino had left her hometown in the countryside where she had no family or work to support her, and somehow made it to Tokyo while earning a meager daily wage. When she met Fumichika, she was haggard and on the verge of starvation. Fumichika, who felt a connection with Shino due to the ritual, decided to take her into his home and let her live there. Both of them having lived alone for most of their lives, the two turned out to be a perfect match. Shino gradually recovered, but still was not strong enough to work. Fumichika was by no means a skilled businessman, and their lives were far from financially secure, but Shino, who had experienced wartime Japan, was simply content to have food on the table to eat every day. The two spent their days together, poor but happy to be by each other's sides. Several years later, Shino's condition took a severe turn for the worse. The local doctor could offer them no help, and without enough money to take Shino to a major hospital, Fumichika resorted to using black magic to heal her. However, it was of no use, and she passed away at their home. Her final words were, "I'm sorry, I must go first. I'll leave the rest to you." Fumichika plunged into intense despair. He drank and ate everything he could to distract himself, which caused him to rapidly gain weight. After a while, when he was finally able to walk around town once more, he found himself drawn to an antique bookstore, within which he found a grimoire he had never laid eyes on before. The grimoire contained detailed instructions on how to perform a resurrection through black magic. The rite required the dismemberment and sacrifice of a young woman, but this great cost only served to convince Fumichika that this would be the spell that would finally work. He embraced it. Weren't we under the impression that he killed many people? I mean, one young woman, like, we already knew about the hand. It would finally work. He embraced the grimoire and let its depiction of black magic consume his heart more than ever before. Fumichika then found a destitute woman in town who was on the verge of collapse, brought her to the basement warehouse, and performed the ritual sacrifice. However, it had no effect. Thinking that his own hesitation had got in the way, he was swift to perform the ritual again. Never mind, again, I shouldn't be talking and just read the thing. He performed the ritual again, but it still proved fruitless. He repeated this process 4 times in total. Each time he dismembered the body into small pieces and dumped them into the filthy Sumida River, where they were never found. While cleaning up after his 4th kill, a disappointed Fumichika noticed an emaciated baby nearby. Could it have been Shino? I like to imagine that the ritual worked perfectly fine the first time, but because he kept doing it, it made her grow younger. She, like, Benjamin Buttoned because he kept doing the ritual. Fuck! This music's a little too, like, buddy cop for the situation right now. To keep him talking, okay, nothing else. Oh god, we still have so much to question him about. It doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. Is that why you gave your grimoire to Aiwei? I figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. But why though? About his curse. You seriously got your curse locked onto several hundred people? That's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure ain't made equal. And of course, you got the nasty one of all the shitty luck. Heh, I'm told I pulled a good one. Who told you that? Told by who? Whoops, I've said too much. Wahaha! I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. I don't know what you're talking about. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. About the threat. Oh, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I've got in store for what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting in her hair. Heh, now that's more like it. There's the face I wanted to see. Yeah, that's the stuff. So I still kind of think Yoko might be her, which might be Shiro, which might be weird. I'm a man of my word. And you're about to find out. Fine then, keep your mouth shut, but I do know one thing. All that about being able to use your curse during the day, it's bullshit, just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used your curse. If you really could pull the plug at any time, you'd have done it by now. Wahaha! Now there's the Tsutsumi I know. Fine, I admit it. It's exactly like you said. If I could have used my curse, I woulda. So I did. Huh? There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. You sure you should be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city? What? When did you... Hey, Ito! Get someone to check that out. Just don't take your eyes off Nejima. Aye, aye, boss. Hey, I need someone over here. I see someone in the back. Yeah, that's right. Get to earning that paycheck. If you don't see to him soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. However, will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. That's blood on your hands. Bullshit, you're bluffing. Think what you like, we'll see soon enough. When did she get here? Huh? What the? Whoa, back up, back up, back up. The hell is she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. This is bad, real bad. Why'd she have to pick now of all time? So is she her then? Grr, get out of here, damn it. Book it before he sees you. She has to be his daughter, at least. And either is the adopted baby or is just actually his daughter, and I made shit up. Ah, but I need to ask her about Namagaki. Shit! Boss, where are you doing? Looking all over the place. Focus? What the fuck, Iro? Boss, where are you doing? Look all over the place. Focus. Ha! Damn it! Fuck, he's fast. Ayami, get away! Ah. Well, 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 Ayami Tono. I've been looking for you for a very long time. Huh? What? Dad! Ayami, don't you dare, you bastard! Get away from her! Okay, well, there goes my theory about Yoko, then. Obviously, this does explain why Tsutsumi was freaking out before. Ayami, don't you dare, you bastard! Get away from her! Get over here! Get over here! Ah! Get off! You're hurting me! Ah ha ha! Stay right where you are or she dies. Hey, get back here! Make me see you around, dumb fucks! Iro, what the fuck happened to you having the gun on him? Whoa! That piece of shit took Ayami hostage and ran off with her. After him, we can't let him get away! Fun cop music, let's go. From HQ to all bureaus. Maybe I should have tried questioning him more. Suspect has evaded capture at Kamagata Bridge and remains at large. He is currently on the run with one female hostage. I gotta say, boss, we really screwed that one up. Iro, shut the fuck up. Yeah, we did. Well, like, Satsumi's awfully calm, too. It's my fault. All we can do now is hope he doesn't slip the net. The net? We know his identity now, boss. He can't run forever. Come on, keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostage will be alright. I hope so. I can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that? Yeah, and I can't believe you're talking so casually about the situation, Iro. Yeah. We've been trying to get a hold of her since this morning, and she just shows up there? Who would have thought? What a twist of fate. Yeah, a bit too twisted of a twist for my liking. I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. He is making sense. The last time you said some shit, Iro, you weren't making sense. Does this mean she was the one in the car with Namagaki? Nah, we don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. You sound tired, boss. That standoff must have really done a number on you. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumame. Oh, fuck me. Mitsumame. That'll put a spring in your step. Yeah, that sounds good. They're way too calm. Some sugar might... What's going on, Iro? Might be just what I need to get my brain working. Well, hold on, boss. Sounds like Patrol's just gotten a message. I'll go check it out. Sure thing. Please be good news. Please be good news. Sticker? The net? It's bad news. Good news, boss. They found Nejima. No shit. What about the hostage? I don't know. They just said to come quick. Oh, it's the garden again. This is where the sticker is. Oh. Let's go. Damn it. Guess we'll find out when we get there. What does that mean? At 4:28 p.m., Fumichika Nejima, also known as Makoto Ashimaya, was discovered in the former Yasuda Gardens, beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma. This has to be the drum. The case is being treated as a homicide. The deceased's possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem. The location of the deceased's female hostage remains unclear. Police continue to pursue her as a person of interest. So this took place around the time that Haru and Richter were doing their investigation, right? Well, this is like has to be an everyone's here thing. You can see like right there that Mayu's in that. Last resort. This is my last resort. Is it? I was kind of hoping I could find a after conversation. I'm just curious if there was more to talk about. All right then. Huh? Grah! I'll slit their throat, you little shit! Huh? What? Stay back! Shoot! Oh, he shot my the daughter. Wait, stop! Don't actually shoot, you idiot! See you around, dumb fucks. Shit, he jumped. Damn it! After him! Don't let him get away. Never mind. I guess the bullet didn't hit anyone. Alright, so this is just gonna be a bad end then. From HQ to all bureaus. I am glad I came back to check though. Suspect evaded officers at Kamagata Bridge and fled and currently remains at large. The time at which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeters beyond the immediate Sumida River area. Boss! Ah, boss! Boss, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. If only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. Enough, I told you already, it's on me. I should have told you to lower your weapon. So, can we go back to that? Thinking that chasing him to the river would corner him was also a miscalculation. Sure, it's possible that right now, he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. But somehow, I doubt things would be that easy. Do you think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows? Him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Hard to believe he could kill hundreds at once, even with the curse stone, but... all we can do is pray that he was lying. It's gonna be a lot of questioning. The conditions for Nejima's curse stone, the one-sided read, was only later discovered. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Damn, you got the goddamn death note! And so at sunset that day, out of 632 students enrolled at Kamagata High School, the 377 who were at home, each had one arm and one leg severed, one by one in the order they appeared in the school register. They bled to death while screaming in agony. Right, because he had the register, that was mentioned. Having no known cause, this atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Before long, fear and speculation plunged society into total chaos, and misinformation about the curses began to spread. A series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond all control. While it is uncertain whether Fumichika and Nejima intended things to go this far, Tetsuo Tsutsumi's daughter, Ayami Tono, was also killed by Nejima's curse shortly after, just for fun. And Tetsuo Tsutsumi, unable to bear the heavy responsibility or the people's blame, quit the police force and fled from the public eye. At the very least, Nejima's goal of driving Tetsuo Tsutsumi to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. I started this as like a news report, but this is clearly just giving us the rundown. Thus, with his rapturous satisfaction, the curtains close on Paranormasight. Nejima's reminiscence? Well, I cannot read that last word. Do you think Yoko might still be the baby then? Because I don't know, unless if we get down to like, her being adopted still by Tsutsumi. So, okay, if we're talking red herrings that I fell for, the alcohol analogy really got me. I'm wondering if we get a, when Nejima went on to use his enormous hoard of soul dregs for remains unclear. But according to later reports, Nejima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Lady Ashino. That's interesting that we got information from that. Should I try going back and telling him to put the gun down? I would have to go through the questioning again. I might, just because I'm curious. The thing I'm expecting to happen is that he's not going to put the gun down, or that he's still going to pull the gun out to shoot. Maybe I shouldn't have hit restart. I should have hit resume. Can I go back to story chart? I forgot that we kind of start in like the woods for a bit. Okay, put the gun down. Let's see. If he puts the gun down, I'll go through the whole thing. If he doesn't, then I'm just gonna not worry about it. Fine, Nero, put the gun away. Alright. But I'm gonna punch him now. But I'm ready to tackle him if he makes any sudden moves. Be my guest. Thank you kindly. I can breathe a little easier now. I would assume realistically it's gonna be the same outcome. Because, he can jump off the bridge before he gets tackled, or he could still take a hostage. Toby cools off now that he's lowered his gun. No sudden moves now, but the same thing's going through Iroh's head right now. Alright, so I do need to talk through this. I don't think it's going to be any different. Good news is I figured out how to, quick, go through text. It turns out you can hold B and it zooms. I feel like that probably was in, like, options somewhere that I could have seen that. No? I don't know. But, yeah, so that helps a bit. Alright, so let's see what happens. I guess without the gun, you just can't get the, bad outcome. Which I guess makes sense, because he can't easily get the, gunshot to do its thing. I was curious if the, reads updated since we got bad ends. It did not. But, okay. So, yeah, there's not really anything else to do here, then. I was just curious. Leaving the gun was what allowed me to get the bad ending, which is nice. So actually, this whole standoff happened before this investigation. So the assumption, I think, would be that... Ayami, I think I keep saying her name wrong because I keep forgetting what it is. I think the assumption would be that Ayami has the other curse stone since she said she had a last resort. I'm curious as to why it was brought up that Shogo has strong spirit sense. They have to come back into play at some point. I like how his curse echo is question marks right now too. He's dead. He doesn't have a curse echo. He's dead. But okay, we do you think something bad would happen if I saved over Michio?